Bienvenidos a un episodio más de Tertulias Perfumadas y hoy tenemos una invitada de honor muy especial desde el otro lado del mundo. Ahora mismo tenemos 12 horas de diferencia en Taiwán, son las 9 de la mañana y en Puerto Rico son las 9 de la noche, pero le digo que se quede tranquilo en su casa, que se ponga cómodo porque la entrevista de hoy va a estar demasiado de buena. Mira, hoy tenemos una conversación muy especial porque vamos a entrar en el mundo de la perfumería independiente. Esa perfumería donde todavía existe el riesgo creativo, donde el perfume no nace de estudios de mercadeo, sino de obsesiones, de la creatividad, de cómo el artista percibe la vida. Y hoy tenemos una talentosa perfumista, una perfumista que se dedica a crear obras maestras de manera independiente. Porque mira, cuando escuchamos de hablar de códigos o de perfumes caros, de lujo o nicho, y te lo encuentras en las tiendas por departamento o las puedes ordenar en Max Aroma, siempre va a haber una parte donde todo el mundo va a tener lo mismo. Y no es que haya nada malo con eso, pero si verdaderamente quieres oler diferente a todo el mundo, si quieres usar algo que realmente te identifique y te diferencie de los demás, eventualmente vas a tener que llegar a perfumería independiente. Y precisamente esa es la conversación que tenemos con la perfumista Aichi de Taiwán. Y como es especial, vamos a cambiar el inglés. Yo no soy muy bueno en inglés. Aichi me va a ayudar. Ella sabe un poquito de español. Así que vamos a ver cómo hacemos esto. Así que it's a true honor to have such a talented perfumer on our channel. Please help me welcome to Aichi, to Tertulias Perfumadas. Aichi, please say a few words to our audience in Puerto Rico, Spain, and South America.
Hola a todos, me llamo Aichi. I'm really happy that Bernardo has invited me to come and join the talk and to share my thoughts on artisan perfumery and the handmade works and some of the precious materials and the ideas behind each work with you guys. Me alegro mucho que esté aquí con Bernardo y yo. Pues,
Dale suscribirte y dale click a la campanita para que no te pierdas más contenido importante. Before we talk about fragrance, I would love to people to know a little more about you. For example, who are behind the fragrances? How would you describe your philosophy as a perfumer?
First of all, there's just me behind two of our lines on line and the outside the line. For I would have to say in two parts. For the home line, our philosophy is like we um, we do the introspection of ourselves. So it's more like finding probably missions in life or to reflect on the situations that we made or the mistakes that we made or the things that we see from the past and to just see through our souls and to see how we can make ourselves better, more like a healing process for me. So it's more like reflection, como un espejo, like I see it and I see myself. And for outsider line, it's very obvious with the name outsider. It's more like I stand or we stand on the outside of everything, that we just observe. We're like audience. We see how things are as they are. So that's more like an observation of the whole world in a way. So it's an opposite idea, an outsider. Yeah. That's our
So far,
philosophy.
as I hear your description, I believe that you mix your own the way you see the world, the way you see
Yeah.
the life. Do you use to express yourself through your perfumery, right? Is that what are you saying?
Yeah. I yes, I express them through perfumery. But because I studied film screenwriting when I was studying, so I express them through words, and now I express them through
Nose.
sense. Yeah, yeah, nose.
Okay. In this side of the world, it's not polite to ask for the age of a woman. I don't know. In Taiwan, it's the same.
It's okay.
But
It's
you
okay.
look very young. I want to know how old are you?
I am entering 37 this year. So
Really?
yes,
So
yeah.
you look
I
very,
don't
very
look
young.
37.
No, 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 not at
I
all.
think this the Asian DNA. It's like all the
Maybe,
Asians
maybe.
don't look so young.
Okay, what do you think makes your perfume different from many mass-produced luxury fragrances?
I think the first major difference is that for companies that they do everything with machines, and it's all very mechanical, and even if they have a perfumer in house, they have a perfume formula created, but it's
Hmm.
the lab that is making the scents. And for us it's just me, so like each batch. So that's the fun thing with lab. They do have consistent scent, which is perfect because consumers they need
Yeah,
consistency
yeah.
for that part. But for us, the artisan independent ones, if we do things on our own, we might have some slight, you know, um, um, like different batches and batches. The scent could be slightly different because we do them manually, and it's not bad, it's not good, it's just how if things are made by hand, you can't have everything in a perfect state. So it's a fun thing for me to see it.
So
That's
it's
the
like
yeah,
it's like the
yeah,
wine. Not
yeah,
all wines are
exactly,
the same.
exactly, exacto, perfecto. Exactly.
Okay, we I will mix Spanish and English in this
Sí.
question. What was the sign in your life that make you take the decision to become perfuming? ¿Cuál fue esa señal que tú dijiste, oh, yo puedo ser perfumista?
Onomatopoeia, like something like that. I think
When
it
you decide,
was, yeah.
when you decide to become a perfumer,
It's a
what
very
was the
interesting
sign?
question. It's a very interesting question. My dad recently just told me that when I was young, like when I was around 10 years old, I told him one day when we walked past the cosmetic like perfumery store in Taiwan, I told him that Papa, algún día me voy a ser una perfumista. No me acuerdo nada de eso. And I don't remember anything. It's just my dad told me. So maybe when I was 10, I've decided to become a perfumer. I've been
Oh, that's great.
collecting perfumes for a very long time, since like for 20 years already.
Okay,
So maybe
but
that is, yeah.
but you said that you study film production or film writing.
Film, yeah, film writing when I was in studying in the UK. Yes.
Okay,
Because yeah.
okay. That's the reason why you speak English.
Yes, yes. One of
Ah,
the
okay.
reasons. Yeah.
Okay, I have a question about your creative process.
Yeah.
When you decide to create a perfume, what comes first in your mind? The raw materials, an emotion, an image, and a story, or simply a feeling that is difficult to explain?
First, there were images. For example, if maybe I can take example.
Yeah.
Like for example, okay, the dragon's breath. I have an image of dragon, and then comes the emotion. Like emotions and image, they come instantly. Like how I feel at the moment if I want to create the scent. And most of the times when I need to create them, I feel a sense of sadness. I think sadness and somehow depression in a way. It's it's the portal, the entry goal for
Entries.
me to yes, yes, I have to have this sort of like a negative feeling, and then I enter the creation part. But the hardest part for creation, it's you have an idea, you have the emotion, but how do you make them, you know, real? And how do you try to sell them? How do you try to tell the story you want to tell? How do you want to make people to buy them? And that's the hardest part.
Okay. And that's what we hear. That's why we are here.
that's that's
Uh,
yeah.
okay. Is there any raw material you feel emotionally connected to, almost like extension of yourself?
Mm, I would say there are resins from trees because I love nature. So anything that comes from trees, not just essential oils, but resins are like they're fluid,
Yeah.
sort of like our blood or our tears. So resins means a lot to me. The Peru balsam, the labdanum, these resins are beautiful. And in our perfumes we use more percentage in the base, so our base is like heavier, and then base is often with resins. Other than resins, it's oud oil, and oud oil, it's so fun with ouds because ouds can go so funky and pissy, but they can also be so clean and camphorous and floral, and they do so much changes in each season when you smell them as well. So yeah.
I love oud. I have been studying oud around a year from now, and I'm really engaged. I'm learning. I'm buying from different suppliers. So, but we are talking about that later. Okay.
Wow. Que bien.
At what moment? Okay. No, no, no. I already did that. Okay. You mentioned me privately that there's a moment when you almost gave up. What happened
Yeah.
emotionally or professionally during this stage of your life?
I think not just a moment, but constantly, like on and off. Probably every 3 months, I think I'm gonna give up. Like
No, no,
I'm
no.
gonna I'm gonna stop. Like it's always been so hard for me from the beginning, and it's not easy for my perfumes to survive here in the Asian market or in Taiwan. It's I don't know, maybe because of the scent that I do, it's not more ideal for people in Taiwan. I don't know. It's a very complicated issue, but so that's why I'm trying my best to just go internationally because my scents are like no one should just create art or create anything just because, oh, I am from this place and I only want to create something that resembles my home country. No, no, no. Like this is no border. You can create whatever you want and internationally. Yeah.
Yeah. But what kind of fragrance people in Taiwan are using? The same that the rest of the world, designer, the common luxury parfum de Mardi stuff like that, or there's
Yeah,
a
more
profile?
like that. Yeah. Either that or no perfume at all.
Okay,
So yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay.
Clean, maybe, yeah.
I believe that there's a market for you, and it's in uh, Dubai,
Yeah.
Middle East. This is your
Yeah.
this is your market, because your perfume, that even when you use oud, there are your perfume are very usable. Are
Mhm.
It's very nice to smell it. It's very well done perfumery. So I can be
Thank you.
I can be
Yeah.
stand by you in that. So
We have more and more people coming and asking from the Gulf area. Yeah. Yeah. Dubai, Saudi. Yeah. It's really nice.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna be success down there. So let's talk about a few perfume that you have. You have many collections. I believe that there's full
Mm.
collection in your website. I pick one of each of them, and also you recommend me a few also. So let's start with one that the people more get engaged because it's part of our nature, that is the sexuality. So you have a series called the Seven Sins, and I pick up the one called, this is not the one. Sorry. Okay, Lost, Lujuria. Please giving us a few description. What inspired you this fragrance? What does it has the fragrance? Which one are the ingredients? And what's the idea, the whole idea behind that fragrance?
Okay. So the Seven Sins series. Um. The idea behind Seven Sins series, and there are a lot, and I wrote them already on my website, so I'm not gonna like talk about this now. We'll just talk about Lust. So Lust is inspired. This was my old bottle, so it looks like this. Lust was inspired by Hemingway. That I'm not saying that he is a guy like, yeah, but he is very into like in his own world, and put everything on words and typewriting, and especially with his encounters with women, he had a lot of stories. So I sort of took him out of the whole context, and then because this drink that he enjoys very much. There's this special dark cherry liquor that he. I've never had that, but I've made some research. So to combine the dark cherry liquor that he likes in when he orders in a bar, and combine with rum, with a very how do you call it, very alcoholic, and then in like indulgence and then sinful way, and slightly
Okay.
dirty in the background. That's how I interpret in Lust, that it's joyful, it's fun, it's a lot of fireworks, but in the end, does it end well? I don't know. Like
But this is a warm perfume.
this is Lust, yes,
It's a warm
from
perfume.
yeah, yeah.
What is the when is how does it smell when dry?
When it dries down, it dries into a very musky and slightly animalic and spicy end. So it's in the beginning, it was like, oh, you feel like there's this, it's ja ja ja, this a lot of
It's a party. It's a
uh,
party.
yeah, it's a party, yeah, but it dries out into a bit melancholic and animalic, dirty vibe. So yeah,
What kind of
the
ingredients you?
party end.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. It's like in Spanish la resaca, fiestas y
la
después al otro
resaca.
día yeah, get
La,
depressed the next day.
okay, I learned
So
a word. La resaca.
okay, entonces what kind of raw materials did you use to create this animalic uh, depression base or when the perfume is dry?
So in the beginning we have the rum. So the rum is very prominent. And in the base I also in the base in the end I also add rum absolute from a very expensive source. It has the most oak wood rummy and a bit of dirtiness, tobacco-y absolute I've ever smelled. The special kind of rum absolute. And also I also put the oak moss. Oak moss gives it a bit damp and soil-like end to the whole finish, and of course tobacco absolute and some of the um musk. The musk here, because we don't use real deer musk and we don't use real civet, so the aroma chemical part of the musk will be very important. We have the animalic musky aroma chemical here in the base.
Did you use real moss, oak moss, or not?
Yes, real oak moss. Yes, real
Oh, okay,
oak moss and combined with, yeah, synthetic both. Yes.
I really think they smell interesting. So I I wish to be there. So the other one, you have another series called Map Series. So
Yes.
I can pronounce this city. I believe it's from Berlin
Yeah.
and is called. Let me remove this.
Yeah.
How do you
Kreuzberg. Yeah.
Crossbeck?
Kreuzberg. Yeah.
Kreuzbeck.
Kreuzberg.
So
Yes. 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 Yes.
tell us a little bit about that perfume. What inspired you? It's a city from Berlin. What did you make a perfume that is has the name of a city?
It's a region in Berlin, and Berlin to me is like a sinful and playful city when I was younger. Because when I was studying, I made my best friend, and she traveled to Berlin, and then I just fell in love with the city. You just had no idea. So I had a lot of memories there, and this was based on one of the coldest winter I've ever experienced in my whole life. And it was snowy, and you smell like people using like drugs, weeds on the streets, and
Okay.
combined with the trees with the piney cold wind. So this is a combination of 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 like a pure winter coldness and a bit of the drug use of the
Okay.
part of the city. Yes.
So what is the notes are or ingredients that you use in that perfume to create that atmosphere?
I use a lot of like camphor notes and pine absolute and some pine needle essential oil to create the winter cooling
The
effect.
brightness,
So
yeah.
that yeah. So when you inhale it, you can feel that I can actually feel that it's in the winter. I feel a bit of cold.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. So it ends warm or keep that brighty and cold vibes in during the all
Yeah.
the part.
Yeah,
Okay.
when I tried it in the winter, it actually get makes you feel a lot colder. So it makes you feel quite cold. Yes,
Cold inside, cold outside, and cold inside.
yes, cold. Yes, super cold.
Uh, okay, the other one, the other series that you have is Cinephiles o en español cinefílicos, personas que le encantan las películas y el cine. So, uh, Memento Mori is a movie, is a title, is a something that you write it. What is Memento Mori?
Memento Mori. It's based on one of the films called The Witch, which is it's a smaller independent film. It's not about just the witch or something, but it's more about your desire and your needs, your want. If I can give you this and that, will you say yes? But of course, you'll have to kill people, stuff like that. And this is my bottle.
Oh,
No, this is my bottle. And the smell, we use a lot of um, a very higher pitch note. I don't know if you know what I mean. Like for
Fish.
example, yeah, no, it's like, for example, in music, you have a higher note, like
Yeah.
yeah, and this we use a lot of these higher notes, so it's more like a very incensey smoky atmosphere like in the woods, and you can see that there's a weird kid who is supposed to be a witch trying to do some rituals. So it's we put aldehyde to create this in
But
here.
this is dark.
Sorry.
Okay, bless.
Sorry.
So it's a dark for perfume. It's
It's a
very
dark
dark.
perfume, but it's very like it's very high pitched, so it's very
Okay,
incensey. It's not very low bass. Like
okay,
for Kreuzberg, I would say it's a very like lower bass scent, but this is very like and it projects and lasts a very long time. Yeah.
is this incense and peppers on some spicy or just
Yes.
more?
It has the brandy accord that I create. So brandy with
Okay,
the incense and little bit spiciness, and some of the interesting is that I put the how do you call it uh Jesus, I forgot, but the the materials here, it's specially sourced from India that I had to
okay,
look for. It's a
okay.
sandalwood material.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah.
that I put a lot in here.
It's a really nice combination between incense, spicy, and
Yeah,
some
and
creamy woods.
creamy woods and alcohol, brandy. Yes.
Okay, okay, Brandy. Perfect. Sounds great to me. And the other one here is this one. Be
Be wood.
Wood.
Yeah.
I believe that Luis had this one, right? Or I don't know. I'm not sure.
I think it has. I think it has. Yes.
So Be Wood is very interesting because mix sweetie and woody, but what is inside Be Wood?
When I was first thinking about bee honey, I want to add a bit of our Asian culture in it, and sometimes like For example, I enjoy eating something like creamy and curry or something green, like that. And with the street sweets, we have pandan. So this is we have pandan sweets scent in here, so you can smell the pandan with, and also with the bread, the bread scent
The
in
pan.
combination with the, yeah, the pandan leaf from Thailand, and the honey and beeswax absolute, and the honeycomb, the
Yeah, yeah.
beehive absolute as well. So both, whatever the bee creates, we try to combine
With
them nicely here. Yes,
with oud.
with oud. Yes, with heavy dose of oud. This is a very strong and dense scent. It's impossible for me to wear in summer. No, it's like
It's very
it's
warm,
wow. It's very thick, and it's like it wraps around you, but it works so well in colder weather. Yes.
but what kind of use did you use in that perfume? Is more indie wood, like it's very animalic, or more Vietnam wood that is more woody, more like a classic medicinal
It's
or rosewood.
it's a combination of different woods. I wouldn't say it's completely animalic, although I do enjoy animalic woods. But we have Hindi wood here, and so Hindi wood does tend to have a bit of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
animalicness
yeah.
in it. So yeah, it's a very huge dose of it. And wood from Laos as well. They work perfectly like here. So
You still have that one if someone want to buy it. Do you
yeah,
still?
yeah, yeah,
Ah,
yeah. We still have them. Yes.
perfect. This is important. Let me show people where can find you on omperfumefragrance.com. Aishi, what
Yeah.
means OM? Can you explain to the people what means OM?
Okay, so Om is like the sound that we make, like in Buddhism, or it actually means like in the universe. The universe vibrates itself. So they say the universe has the sound that it makes. And Om is actually like it makes me feel peaceful and calm. Like when monks or when they do rituals, Om has this vibration that is, you
Okay.
know, and I like peaceful and calming things. So
It's like harmonize itself,
yeah.
doing meditation stuff.
Yes, exactly.
Perfect. So I have one more here that is outsider dragon's breath. I don't know what is inside that perfume, but in that part of the world, when someone has dragon breath, is like you know what is why dragon breath? What people found inside that fragrance?
The reason I wanted to do is more. I want to do more like without cultural background, because I've been doing so many of these things like around the world. Inspired by around the world, and Dragon's Breath. It's from a dragon that we have, legendary. It's the kind of dragon who guards the treasure. So this Fuzanglong, is the specific dragon Fuzanglong, lives near the lava, lives near the volcano. And under the lava in the volcano, there are tons of treasures.
Okay.
So, well, this is inspired by that. Treasures and the lava and the smoke that he, you know, from the
Fire.
dragon. Yeah, yeah,
Fire
fire.
spit
Yes.
if you spit out of its
Yeah.
mouth. So this is that is fragrance that is very um, smoky.
No, funny thing, this is not smoky. This is built around the heat, the lava heat. It's like, yeah, there are some materials that could give you like like you feel like you're burning, or like it's so hot, like hot metal, this kind of heat thing. So this is built around that, and with a huge dose of shiso leaf. It's very interesting that it gives this creamy, slightly heliotrope vibe, but also spicy. So it works with the heat that we create here.
So how you describe okay, you already said about the lava and stuff like that, but what are
Yeah.
the notes, what the olfactory experience that the people we have when use that perfume? What is the beginning, the middle, and the base notes?
So you beginning you get a very like a heliotrope vibe, like it's a bit creamy. Sorry,
Ah, no worries.
I have allergies.
That's a proof that your perfume are very strong.
Very, yeah, they are. So in the beginning, it's you have you get the spiciness, but also with the sweet vanilla powdery, because I want to create that the sort of a dusty vibe in the area where the dragon lives. So it has this dusty vibe. And in the mid, you get more and more of the heat when you apply to skin. It's sort of like it's very difficult to create heat in perfumes.
Yeah.
So you get the hotness, yes. And
Yeah.
and in a dry down, it mellows into something very sweet and not very sweet, but it's more towards the gourmand side, but not
Okay.
completely. Yeah.
Okay. That sounds very interesting. And the last one is um this one. I forget
This
the
too
name of
shall
that.
pass.
What is the
This
name?
too shall pass. Yeah. This too shall pass. Yeah.
This to show pass. So
Yeah.
what about that perfume?
This is from the Persian proverb. Um, the first series, the first scent was Dark Night of the Soul. So after we've gone through the journey of our soul, we enter this too shall pass. And this too shall pass is built around creamy florals, gardenia especially, and coconut and floral woods. So it's actually very nice to wear in warmer weather. Yeah. And patchouli, yes, it's some of the white dark chocolate vibe in here. It's really nice, this one.
With sweetie, or how do you
I
describe
would
it? It's warming, spicy, would it spicy?
no, wood spicy no, but like sweet, warm floral. Yeah, just
Okay.
coconutty. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah.
But is what ingredients do you sorry, how do you mix natural material with synthetic materials, and it's specifically that perfume that you show us right now? Which one are naturals? Which one are cores of any any type?
All our scents are either very high percentage in naturals, or they are all used with a lot of naturals in our perfumes. And if you ask for perfumes how it's made balanced with naturals and aroma chemicals, I would say because all naturals are consistent with all aroma chemicals,
Uh,
because everything is chemical. So like even with, for example, benzoyl acetate, this is aroma chemical, but it's found in natural. So
yeah.
we have natural benzoyl acetate. So everything, like if we can find the materials that the aroma chemicals that matches with the natural materials, for example, synthetic benzoyl acetate also lives in, I don't know, like jasmine, for example, like
Mhm.
then we can put them
Yes, sir.
together and to make this jasmine smell stronger, if you know what I mean. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Huh?
it's all about combination and,
Yeah.
and sometimes math sort of a way. Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds
Yeah.
great, and I believe that until now I believe that I going to buy Utopia and show we pass. Show we how you spell that? Show,
These two shall pass.
and these two show pass.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And what are I have a few more questions. Um, what
You don't
are
want to go party. You don't want to go party with lust. Okay.
maybe,
No, I'm
maybe
joking. I'm
I
joking.
should try. I should try.
Yeah.
It's very interesting, but I need to create a budget.
I know. I know.
Okay, what are your thoughts on the future of independent perfumery?
Well, there are more and more and more independent artisanal perfumeries um, in recent years, especially in 1 year. There are a lot of brands, a lot of independent, a lot of niche as well. Like it's popping. I have no idea why it's suddenly like a huge trend. So I think
Every-
it will continue, yeah, on for a few more years, and then maybe at some point it will stop, and then yeah, and it's I don't know, like it's blooming, like the brands, it's blooming.
Everyone,
It's
everyone
incredible.
wants to be a perfumer. Everyone wants to be a perfumer.
Oh man. Well, no, I can't say anything about that.
Uh, okay,
It's
okay,
very
no,
difficult. It's very difficult. It's a lifelong journey to be anything, to be anyone.
yeah, experience.
Yeah.
I understand you perfectly.
And like
So
photographer as well. It's lifelong, like
I'm a music
forever.
teacher. I studied in the Conservatorio of Music of Puerto Rico. I have been
Uh
teaching around 26 years. I'm
huh.
a photographer. I'm a dancer, and it's not
Wow.
easy to get the experience
Yeah.
to call itself call myself an artist. It takes
Mm.
me years to feel that I am artist. So I understand you clear perfectly. So do you feel social media is helping artistic perfumery or creating more noise and impulsive consumption?
I don't like social media, but for independent brands like us, small brands, we have to do social media, and I hate technology so much. It's just like do you remember the times when we just have one phone and then we have to text like with
Yeah, yeah.
and
In
that's
the
it.
numbers.
Yeah, and then there's text, and then there's MSN, and then there's WhatsApp, and then there's like
See,
what's
it's
going on?
overwhelming.
Yeah,
Overwhelming. So what?
overwhelming. Yes.
I don't know if you want that more perfume independent perfumers bloom, but what advice would you give to someone dreaming of becoming an independent perfumer?
Do it. Just do it. If you really want to do it. Like like when I felt like I had to do it, I just know that you just know, you will know when you want and when you need to do something. And then when you need to express something, like for example, if you express in your photography, express in your music, express in a dance routine, like perfume is a medium, and maybe you will find other expression in painting, in doing cinematography. Like, yeah,
It's all
just
about
do whatever
expression.
you yeah, yeah. If you feel like the need to express them through perfumery, then do it.
This is the guy, the
Yeah,
expressing
yeah,
itself.
yeah.
So Aishi, thank you for sharing not only your fragrances, but also your vision, your emotion, and part of your personal journey. I truly believe conversation like this. I need to write it down because
Okay.
this help
Thank you so
people.
much.
This help people to understand that behind a meaningful fragrance, there's humanity, creative risk, and artistic sensitivity as you are, because you
Yeah.
express yourself about your inner view of the world and the outside of view of the world. So I become your fan forever. And to everyone watching this, don't forget to subscribe and support independent perfumery as Aichi. Aishi, please, I want, before we go, I need that you explain uh, with a few words in English, Spanish, Chinese, whatever, but I need the people know how to buy from you, how long does it take you to make the order first, explain that what you explained to me outside of camera, because I want that the people know your process,
Okay.
that you are by yourself, you create the perfume, but you also are the one that create the package, send the package, you are everything. So please be explain very clearly to all people that maybe I'm sure that is going to buy from you, but please explain all the process before
Okay.
they order.
Okay, then I'll do this in English first. Okay, first of all, if you
You can
buy
mix.
from us, yeah, yeah, okay, I can mix. You want to mix? Okay. When you buy from us, it takes around 1 week for us to make the order for you, and it takes another additional 20 days, normally ish, to arrive to your country. It arrives to your doorstep, your home. You don't need to pay tax. Tax is on us, so don't worry about that. And
Did you
yeah.
already have the juice made and you prepare the butter before you prepare from zero the butter, or your butter are already made
The already made bottles are from our outsider line. The rest I have to make them once you order.
from
So it's,
scratch?
yeah, from scratch. From, of course I have the juice already, but I have to bottle them and do the wax and do the packaging and yeah,
And why you
the
do that?
rest.
What do you don't have as stock already?
If the stock is not available, you can email us. If we have anything left, you can email us. But normally, we will put the available stocks on our website. So you can just place your order on our website. But
Uh,
if you don't see your country listed, just email us and we will check for you. Yes.
yeah, but I mean, you said that you make create the butter from scratch, but
Yeah.
why you don't already have a stock of those butter, and you don't need to create it from scratch? You explained to me that you need. Why you do that? Why you don't have
It's
already?
like you mean the juice is already like
I know.
there already in the, yeah, but you mean why didn't I do the outside of the bottle first and then put them there and then wait for order to fill it? Is that your
No,
question?
no. You explained to me before we start recording that you have the juice already made, but
Yeah.
you leave there macerating
Yeah.
because you.
Yeah, okay, yes. I didn't bottle them. It's the reason because I want to put them all in one jar. So when you get the juice, it's the fullest condition. I let them sit there, I let them macerate. And when you
Okay,
order, I bottle them. Yes, that's
yeah,
the thing.
that's
Okay.
the thing I
All
want.
right. Okay. I didn't get it. Yeah.
Okay, and then what are those perfumes that take long to create and to ship?
It takes around a week for me to do your order and then ship. So 7 days a week. Yes.
So no matter what series the people want, is about 1 week or
Yeah,
two.
yeah, yeah. 1 week, and then shipping takes 20 days around. Yeah, so
So
probably total 3 weeks. Yes,
I know you already shipped to USA and Puerto Rico. Do you
yes.
remember how much it costs the shipping from Taiwan to Puerto Rico?
I think it's 1,300 Taiwan dollars. I think it's around
I can make the conversion.
40. I think it's 40
Okay.
USD. Yeah, but you can buy up to you can buy up to 3 or 4 bottles and
Okay.
no tax. So that's a pretty good bargain for shipping.
You say what 1,000 or how much
One
Taiwan
I think
dollar?
it's 1,300 or 1,000.
Ah,
Let's speak with.
yeah, this is like a 41 dollars.
Yeah, 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 around that. Yeah.
Perfect. Um, Also, I want to explain that because you are an independent artist, why you decide to create a perfume in low quantity, like 50 millimeters and 30 millimeters. What are the size of the bottles so the people can figure it out? What,
Okay.
how do you sell the perfumes?
Okay. Normally we have 15 mil, but we also have 30 mil. Yeah. Normally it's 15, but we also have 30. Yeah.
So, what do you explain to people? What do you choose that format?
Why? Because our scents are so strong. Like one bottle 15 mil can last you like at least half your life. So like one spray or two sprays is enough. You don't need it's not like other markets, like other brands. Like normally you might need to apply like 20 sprays to just go outside. For me, I've experienced that. So they do bigger bottles. Before it's no, 15 is enough. Yeah.
So your perfume are very concentrated.
Very concentrated, and they project and last a very long time. So there's no need to get a bigger bottle. Yeah.
So 1 or 2 spray is enough.
Yeah, normally, like for me, I only do maximum 2 sprays, and that's it. Like one on the back of the neck and one,
Anyone else?
yeah, anywhere
Hey.
else. Yeah, and that's it. Yeah.
Okay. So in terms of people that want to know more as specification, what if you describe concentration of your perfume, is gonna be extract the parfum,
Yeah. Extra
parfum,
the parfum.
extract the parfum,
Extra,
like
yes, extra.
25 to 30% per butter,
25 or even to 40. Yeah, even to 40.
even to 40%.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
this is too much.
But normally but you have to be careful, because with some when some people say 40 or really like high 30%, that doesn't mean it's actually loaded with all the naturals, because they can put other, like for example dipropylene glycol or benzoate
Yeah.
to say that it's more
Okay.
concentrated. But because these materials, they are dilutants,
Yeah.
they dilute things, so it doesn't add. No, so it's a bit tricky here.
Okay,
So
but no, it's not
maybe
the
someone
case.
will kill me when I say this. I don't
No,
know.
no,
I
no.
like
That's the reason why of my podcast. I want to be honest with the people. I
yeah.
want to talk with the truth. And what tú, qué mejor persona que tú que eres perfumista y sabes cómo funciona. So it's not your case. You have to 25 to 40% of concentrated
Yeah.
use in your perfume.
Yes, contract use. We don't put dilutants like
Like what you said.
horrifyingly. Yeah, that is that is the thing on the market at some point. Yes.
Okay, so just before we go, please a little words in Spanish to the people
Okay.
from Spain, Puerto Rico, and South America.
Muchas gracias por venir aquí. Gracias a Bernardo, y gracias por tu tiempo. Quería decirte que es una gran oportunidad por probar mis
Perfumes.
marcas y sí, mis perfumes. Deseo que te guste mucho y hasta luego. Escríbeme si quieres.
Sí, pues gracias a
Sí.
todos, por permitirnos entrar a sus hogares una vez más. Vamos a auspiciar a perfumistas talentosas como tantos locales, pero también probar cosas diferentes, culturas diferentes, pensamientos diferentes como el de Aichi. Yo soy uno de los que pronto voy a ordenar algunos perfumes porque realmente con los que Luis me dio a probar yo quedé enamorado y quiero tener para mí en mi colección. Si usted quiere oler diferente realmente, si usted quiere un nicho, recuerde que los nichos es un segmento del mercado. La perfumería independiente como la que hace Aichi va dirigida a un público bien pequeño, bien específico. Si usted quiere ver diferente, si quiere tener algo que lo diferencie de todo el mundo, auspicie perfumeristas independientes como lo es Aichi. Así que gracias a todos por venir. Será hasta un próximo video. Chao.
Muchas gracias. Chao.